What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Madden gameplay. Today we are in week 5, and we had a very tough game in week 4. We won 45-42, man. Just a crazy game. We were down 14 going into the second half, but we pulled through, played smarter, and we came away with the victory. So hopefully we can just go on ahead and have ourselves a much better game, since the last game before was a shootout, and I don't like being in those games. So to start off the game, we forced a fumble, but then we don't recover, and that just seems like that is happening more and more often. As we take a look at my opponent's lineup, notice he's got good receivers. He's got Penn at fullback, and he's got Gronkowski. He's got really good offensive linemen, and I would say he's probably looking at a 93 overall, 94 possibly, somewhere around there. He's got Sherman and Talib. So if we're going to attack anywhere, it looks like we might have to go after, Talib. But really quick underneath play over there towards the right side to Amon, and we get there in time, giving him only a gain of 5. So right here, steps up in the pocket, and I was like kind of in the vicinity, just my fault, caught me snoozing. But he decides to punt on 4th and 2, and you really don't see that too often. So definitely, kind of not so common play calling for him to go on ahead and punt on 4th and 2. So here we go on offense, man, just trying to get the running game going, and he was calling, I think, if I remember this game correctly, which I should, I just played it yesterday. Yeah, there it is right there. The cover 3 B gap out of quarters, and right, it's a little tricky. It's only sending 3, and when that thing comes in, it is immediately right there. We go underneath, and we got to settle for a field goal. So we do take the lead 3-0. And what's crazy about this guy that I'm playing against is, like, you can tell when somebody has a lot of skill and they know exactly what it is they're doing. From quick hiking to B gaps to just the type of adjustments they make and users. And he was definitely somebody who was, pretty good, but he just did awkward things. Now, I wouldn't say awkward, but things you typically just don't see in MUT, as he picks up the first down right there. So 1st and 10, he decides to run the ball right there, and I completely missed with Hall. So 2nd and 9, right here, he drops back, goes to Gronkowski really quickly. Thankfully, we were there to slow him down. We didn't get the tackle, but like I said, we slowed him down. Dropped pass right there, and again, he goes for a punt. And you really don't see people punting the ball too often in MUT. You really don't. Understandable. I don't punt because, time is limited. Right there, I'm falling. I have no stamina. It's like, don't even take the chance of taking a hit and fumbling. So, Bo Jackson, there goes right there, and he just did a good job of using that tackle right there. Go really quickly to the outside to Branch, and again, I'm using Branch and Steve Smith so you guys can see them and stuff. Right there, again, kind of something that happens last time is that the ball kind of just like goes through my guy right there, which is kind of weird. I don't know, but it was intercepted nonetheless. It's a fumble! And we do recover the fumble. We sent the blitz, and thankfully we got there. So, more importantly, even if we don't score anything like that, we prevent a field goal, which is important. At minimum, we prevent a score. 2nd and 10 right here, just comes screaming right there. I had no time to do anything, so I had to get rid of the ball. So 3rd and 21, we drop back, and we get sacked again. He's sending 3, and he is coming in pretty quickly, not giving me enough time to do anything. And what he did, which was the first time I've seen it, is that he would grab his kick return guy, and most people, they'll grab somebody in the D lineman, they'll drop them all the way back. That way you have somebody in front of you to kind of block for you. What he did, which was a pretty smart idea, which I'm going to start doing, always try to learn from your opponents if you can, man. He would grab his punt returner, and he would move up like 15 yards. So you can't do the punt where you kick it short and it skips past you. You can't, because he's close enough. He'll just run right to it and snag it. And if you try to punt over him, he has enough time to run back there and get it. So that's definitely a smart adjustment I never would have thought of. But, like I always say, always try to learn from your opponents if you can. Try to pick up things to add to your game. Right here, we call a screen, but that went absolutely nowhere. So 2nd and 14, I'm trying to get in at least field goal range. That right there would help me out tremendously if I can just get in field goal range. 3rd and 4, but again, I have no time. He's only sending 3, and the pressure's coming in quickly. Like right there, you see I try to skip it past it on the ground. Couldn't do it. He'll just run over there and snag it. So that's something I even started doing later on in this game where he punts and I move forward. He tried to hit us with the Wildcat, but that got shut down. So we go into halftime 3-3. It's like, I feel like I'm not punting. I'm not running the ball enough. I feel like I'm just, continuously passing the ball, and why wouldn't I, right? I just got new Tom Brady, and I want to sling the ball. It's like, let's keep the ball on the ground. I have tremendous running back in Bo Jackson, and I'm not really giving him the ball enough. Let's keep the ball on the ground. He only had 3 rushing attempts the first half. Right, Bo Jackson, he could go as he scampers on into the end zone for the first touchdown of the game. And that right there was definitely a sigh of relief, because again, I know I'm going against somebody who's pretty good, knows what he's doing. Right there, he goes to kind of like a makeshift screen in a way. I don't know, definitely peculiar, weird play, different, not normal. I can't peculiar. Y'all know what I mean, man. Dang it, I can't speak right now. 1st and 10 right here. He decides to roll out. He's looking, see if he can find somebody open. We got to him just in time, forcing the incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. He decides to run the ball, which forces us to, well, not forces us, but it puts them in a pretty predictable spot, I should say, in 3rd and 9. But he ends up hitting us with, what is it, ace post, I think it is, a single back ace, where they go straight, and then it's like a deep post, and it's pretty good against man-to-man or zone. It's definitely a good play. We get a huge sack right there in 4th and 17, and we force a punt right there, and this guy is just a punting guru. Just pins us on the 2-yard line. Right here, I threw it over the middle. Dangerous play because he was lurking there, but I had to get rid of the ball. Thankfully, he didn't undercut it and get an interception. Right here, we're rolling out with Brady, and we end up just throwing to Steve Smith, and we get a very easy, manageable 3rd and 1 situation, and we decide to run the ball and pick up the first down. Right here, we go back to CJ2K, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, I'm telling you, that mystery Chris Johnson is biblical. Believe me. He would definitely be my feature back if I did not have Bo Jackson, without a question. Look at him just breaking tackles, man. He actually lost the yard because he broke a tackle. But right here, we go back up to CJ, and my game plan is just getting field goal range. All I need to do is just getting at least field goal range right here. We go back to Chris Johnson. I need to go back to school and learn some damn English. And right here is exactly where we want to be. We're just going to waste time and kick a field goal. Pretty much, we're settling for a field goal right there. And we're going to run the ball again. And we are going to take our 3, go up 2 possessions, and leave him not too much time to do. Actually, I kicked the field goal, but then he went offside trying to block it. I accepted it so I could kick another field goal just to waste, another 4 seconds. So, but nonetheless, 13 seconds remaining. He's going to need the biggest miracle of all time in order for him to come back. So, we end up winning this game barely. Definitely a tough opponent. Made us not play our best game, but nonetheless, we come away with the victory. Whew, tough one, but a W.